Hey everyone, welcome to this video. In the previous class, we were able to talk about UV unwrapping your cube and even texturing it. In this video, I'll be showing you how to animate your cube using rotation and location. So now what we can do next is we can just do a rough animation of what else of our scene. So what I'm going to do is we're done with texturing for now. I'm going to join areas, move this all the way to the side. I'm going to come to timeline and then come to one and then just play the video. As you can see, everything is static, but we do not want that. What we want is this cube to be moving. So before we make the animation for the cube, one last thing we can do for the texturing is remember that I mentioned we should maybe add sci-fi elements to this by adding some places are actually emitting light. So we can do this by just selecting this point, and you can do you can go to select similar, where you select similar. You can do normal, but that won't work. So we can do select area, but that won't work. Select polygon sides, and you can see that it has selected everything that is similar to that shape and all of that. So we can now go ahead and come to our cube texture here, add a new texture, call it maybe cube texture 2, and then because we're using the same tech, we want to make this particular texture emitting to be an emittable texture. What we can do is we can duplicate our base texture and then assign it to this part of our cube, and then come to shader, right? And we can now make this entire thing an animation. So what we can do is we can come to emission, drag this to this, and what we can do is increase the lights. So you can see now the question we can ask ourselves is this something we're okay with? I think it's also it's also based on preference, and if you're okay with it. I am honestly on the fence with this. I'm not too It doesn't look too good, it doesn't look too bad. So if it's something you want to retain, you can do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and delete this and just have our base cube. So now let's get into animating this cube. If I should just go to dope sheets, now it's like I said, we have two options. We can either do a what do you call it, a random animation where the cube will just move in randomly, or we can personally just animate it based on what we want. Now we want this cube to be going up and down, like up and down, and also rotating just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I. Am I in the right? Yeah, I should make this okay. It has already added but since this is not a character, what we can also do is just come here. We just want to animate the z-axis on this, so we're just going to have that there, and we're going to have to sacrifice one of these tabs so that we can look at our graph editor. So maybe that one, and then what we can do is we can add a noise to this. So basically it's just going to add random distribution of values to our z-axis. So let me see if I add this. We see that we have something right now. That's obviously not what we want. So I would say we don't really want to randomize our up and down movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to roughly estimate how much we want it to go up and down, and then we're going to look that using this modifier as well. So I'm just going to see up, down. Okay, so maybe about 50. So maybe I'm going to, also one thing I can do is I can go to my timeline, right, and then I'm going to put auto keying on, and then I'm going to drag this up. Obviously I'm going to bring back everything so that I can see everything proper. Make sure this is not too high. I'm going to drag this down. I might have to drag that down a bit more because that is a bit too high. Let's drag it down and see something like this. Beautiful. So now what we can do is, as opposed to having to go and do that over and over and over again, I'm going to delete these two, the y and x axis, because we do not need it. It's most likely because of the auto keying that came on. So I'm just going to come to back to my z axis in the graph editor, and then let me just drag it, and then come to add modifier, and then I'm going to do cyclic. Now you can see that okay, it looks weird. Just going to snap back to place, but we don't want that to happen. What we want to do is repeat motion with offsets, and repeat motion with offsets as well. So as you can see, what's going to happen is it's going to keep going up, but we don't want that, right? So what we're going to do is all we're going to do is, sorry, give me a sec. Oh, one more thing, what we should have done also is also do the animation back, zero it back to normal, so that it can have that information of going up and down. So I'm always going to do cyclic, and oh yeah, if we do that, if we make sure that it goes back to normal, we do not have to adjust this. So that was my mistake. So now you can see goes up and down. So one thing we can also do is we can scale this z-axis, and by the time we just, what I did was basically come to the I came to the our 50 keyframe here, and then we want to scale the handle so that we can have more smooth ending than an abrupt one. So also same thing here, left click, then S and scale, and you should have something like this. But that might be too I don't really like that too much. I'm just going to do Ctrl Z so that we can take that one back to normal. And then I might also do A on my timeline here, and then scale it up to maybe 120, so something more subtle. So yeah, that's what we have. We might also increase our frames, but that depends on if you want to. I might increase it from my end. But yeah, basically we have our cube animated. So let's go ahead and add some rotation to it. So I think for the rotation, let me see. Okay, so for the rotation, let's add enable animate property on each of the rotation, and select them on here, and then come, or rather just select one, come to noise, and then for this we're actually going to just do the noise, but then we're going to reduce the strength right to like 0.2. So you can see it looks a bit weird. I'm just going to, then I'm going to hit this. This is going to copy, and then I'm going to come to Y, paste it, then come and paste this as well. So it's a bit weird. So we might actually have to hand animate this as well. Right, yeah, we might actually have to. So what we can do is we can just have one of this moving at that random moving at random and then animating the rest ourselves. So let's see what we can do. Should we do something like this? Let me see. So maybe Z, but the problem is the Z is the one we are. So let's just do the animation first, and then we can add what we want to add a bit later. Let's copy and paste. So let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to increase the scale here. Let's see. Okay, no, that doesn't work. So I'm going to also do this for the Y as well. Let's come here, increase the Y. Oh, that was the wrong one. Y here. Okay, it's ready. Has a keyframe that I'm going to now maybe something like this, and then back to normal. Back to normal. Let's see, what does that look like? Yeah. So what we can also do is for this rotation, what we can do is delete this last keyframes and add a cyclic and repeat with offsets, and see what that looks like. Repeat with offsets and see what that looks like. Repeat with cyclic, repeat with offsets, repeat with offsets. Let me see what's happening. No, we should not be repeat with offset as well. I don't know why it is. Yeah, so I don't know why this just became repeat with offsets. So I'm just going to lock this, and then I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to delete this, then I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to come cyclic, and then I'm going to come repeat with offsets, repeat with offsets. So beautiful, that works. I'm going to delete this. I don't know why this is still here. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to come here, cyclic, repeat with offsets as well, repeat with offsets. Then just have it rotating forever. Yeah. So yeah, basically this is now our animation. We finished animating the cube. So we've come to the end of this video. We're able to animate our cube and also texture it. You can mess with the animation and maybe increasing the time, or increasing the frequency, or also increasing the amplitude. So you can do this to your location or your rotation. In the next video, we'll be focusing on exporting our cube.